Hello, I'm here just to share a few little tidbits with you at this time. And the one that's really, I'm really been studying here lately and very interesting is this olive leaf extract. Now you see, the olive leaf is really an interesting thing because the olive leaf has always been a symbol of peace. You know, it's been, God even used it himself when Noah got off of the ark. Noah, he sent a dove out and brought back an olive leaf, showing that God's peace was still with man. But I'd like to share some things with you today on the miracles of the olive leaf. Now, olive leaf has really been tested against every, let me put it this way, every parasite, every fungus, bacteria, virus that has been tested against. It kills them all. It is very potent, and yet it has no ill effects on any of the human cells. And that's what is so very interesting to me. In fact, in the Mediterranean, in that area over there, they call the olive tree the tree of life. And if you really study and understand, you will see that they don't have the diseases over there that we have here because so much olive is ingested over there. So I'd like to just share a little bit with you today on some of these things that can be used. God has given us all of these herbs, all of these things He's given us for our healing, for the healing of the nations, the Bible says. And so, today we are hearing so much about Ebola over in Africa and how scary it is and everything. But the Ebola virus was killed a long time ago with olive leaf. And they don't use it now. They're trying to use drugs. They're trying to use other methods. But olive leaf has proved itself years ago. In the middle 1800s, it was used, to do away with malaria. So this is something that's really not a new thing, but it's a very, very important thing, especially in the environment we're living in today. Now that Ebola virus can be killed in just a matter of weeks with just olive leaf extract and a good clean diet. That's all it would take. And that's all we really need to be thinking about is, how am I living? How am I getting the situations that I'm getting into? How do I get these diseases? And what we call modern day diseases even. How do we get them? It's because of the way we live. It's also because of how we eat and what we eat. Now, we need to do away with those things that are harmful for the body. God has given us instructions in the body, or in the Bible, on what we are to eat, how we're to eat it, and given instruction on things we're not to eat because they are harmful to the body. And if we go back to the Bible and start studying how God intended for us to live, our health would be returned to us. We have seen many miracles here at Ministry of Health. We've seen people overcome cancer, people overcome AIDS, all these different diseases that they claim is so hard to deal with today. And really, they're not hard if we go to God and His ways of doing it. That olive leaf extract, that will kill all these diseases. I should say, it will even kill cancer cells. It builds the immune system. It really works in the body. Now, we're going to deal later on with some other subjects, but olive leaf extract is something that you and I really need to be taking today, especially if we've had any of these problems. Now, it's very easy to take. You can get it in liquid, and you can get it in, capsules. Now, what we do here, when we have people we had somebody that was dealing with parasites or fungus or any of these problems, viruses, we would use 2 tablespoons of liquid olive leaf, and I take along with that 3 to 4 capsules of olive leaf extract. Now, the reason I do that is because the olive leaf liquid will go into the system right away, but it takes a little while for the body to break down and digest the olive leaf the powder that's in the capsules. And it's kind of what you might call a time release program. You take it and it has a longer period of time because that gets into the body right away from the liquid. A little later comes along the solid form. And that way it lasts a little longer. And when you take this now, we should take this about a half an hour before we eat, each day. If you take that about half an hour before you eat, that is one of the best time to do it. Now this olive leaf extract, if you have any of these problems, if you have viruses, even colds, even Lyme disease can be taken care of with olive leaf extract.